Maraming salamat po. Arigato. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Senator Camille Villar, for the heartwarming sponsorship speech.
Bibigyan daw ni Camille ng bahay si
Tama, oo.
Ambassador
Pwede siyang
Endo sa
pumili.
CAMELLA Homes. Yes, sir.
Marami siyang pagpipilian,
Yes, yes.
Majority Leader.
For sure.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, it is an honor and privilege for me to rise to co-sponsor this resolution, expressing the sense of the Senate in recognizing the enduring friendship between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan and commemorating the 70th anniversary of the normalization of diplomatic relations between our two countries. 70 years ago, the Philippines and Japan formally normalized their diplomatic relations. With political courage, mutual humility, and a shared conviction that two nations would choose to become partners in peace. It was not easy, but today it has resulted in something truly remarkable. Mr. President, what began as an act of reconciliation has grown into one of the most substantive and multi-dimensional relationships the Philippines maintains with any nation. Japan has for decades been among the Philippines' largest sources of official development assistance, supporting our infrastructure, our agriculture, our disaster resilience, and countless communities across the archipelago. Filipino and Japanese businesses, workers, students, and families have built bridges of commerce and culture that now touch nearly every province in the country. This relationship has genuinely served the Filipino people. Through decades of development assistance that built roads and bridges in our provinces, through education and cultural exchange that have brought Japanese language, arts, and values closer to Filipino homes, through the hundreds of thousands of Filipinos who have found livelihood and opportunity in Japan, and through a security partnership that today helps safeguard our sovereignty and seas. For our family, on November 25, 2022, my father, Manny Villar, former Senate President and House Speaker, received the Grand Cordon of the Order of the Rising Sun from the Government of Japan, conferred on behalf of Emperor Naruhito by the Japanese Ambassador Kazuhiko Koshikawa. We are told that the Order of the Rising Sun, established in 1875, is Japan's oldest national decoration and a principal honor for foreign nationals. And I believe our former Senate President and current Majority Floor Leader, Juan Miguel Zubiri, also received the same. So my father received this award in recognition of his contributions to strengthening economic and bilateral relations between Japan and the Philippines, particularly his role as Senate President during the time that he was Senate President in the ratification of the Japan-Philippine Economic Partnership Agreement, or JAPEPA, the Japan-Philippines Tax Treaty Amendment Protocol in 2008, and the Japan-Philippines Technical Cooperation Agreement in 2011. So this was a profound honor, not just for my father, but for our family. And this honor and this friendship and relationship with Japan is something that we hold very dear. And on a personal note, when I first won as senator in 2025, the first meeting I had and the first invitation I had for a meeting was from Ambassador Endo Kazuya. And I will never forget that. And I would like to express my sincere gratitude to him. I would like to thank you for your friendship, for your guidance, and your unwavering support in strengthening the ties between our two countries. Mr. Ambassador, this friendship between the Filipino and Japanese peoples, I know, will continue to go stronger with every generation. Mr. Ambassador, your service here has left a lasting impact, and always remember that wherever you may go, you will always have a home here in the Philippines. Maraming salamat po. Arigato. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Senator Camille Villar, for the heartwarming sponsorship speech.
Bibigyan daw ni Camille ng bahay si
Tama, oo.
Ambassador
Pwede
Endo
siyang
sa
pumili.
CAMELLA Homes. Yes, sir.
Marami siyang pagpipilian,
Yes, yes.
Majority Leader.
For sure. Mr. President, next to co-sponsor the measure is our distinguished colleague, Senator Risa Ontiveros.
We recognize the gentle lady from Panay, Senator Risa Hontiveros.
Salamat po, Mr. President. Mr. President, I rise in support of this resolution, marking 70 years since the normalization of relations between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan. And also remembering in my heart my first travel abroad as a scholar of the Japan Airlines Summer Scholarship Program. More than 4 decades ago at the Ichigaya campus of Sophia University, just before the People Power Revolution. From the hard work of post-war reconciliation, our peoples have built one of the region's most durable partnerships, standing with us as a strategic partner committed to a free and open Indo-Pacific and the primacy of international law in our maritime domain. Nowhere is that partnership more concrete than in the agreement concluded this July for the transfer of 5 Abukuma-class destroyer escorts from the Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force. The first time Tokyo will hand over retired surface combatants to any foreign navy, and a decision that will give the Philippine Navy 5 additional hulls purpose-built for anti-submarine and littoral operations, complementing our Jose Rizal and Miguel Malvar class frigates and materially strengthening our presence in the West Philippine Sea. The next 70 years must be built on this new ground as much as the old. Recognition and justice for the Filipino comfort women, deeper maritime and defense cooperation, joint investment in digital and energy infrastructure, semiconductors and artificial intelligence, where Japanese technology and Filipino talent are natural complements. Closer collaboration on disaster resilience and climate adaptation, which both our archipelagos know too well, and continued care for the Filipino community in Japan, whose work and families remain the truest expression of the friendship that this resolution honors. Marami pong salamat, Mr. President, and to Ambassador San, domo arigato gozaimashita.
Thank you very much, Senator Risa Ontiveros.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next to co-sponsor the measures, our distinguished colleague from the city of Las Piñas, Senator Mark Villar.
We recognize the gentleman from Las Piñas City, Senator Mark Villar.
Mr. President, I rise in support of proposed Senate Resolution number 502, expressing the sense of the Senate and recognizing the enduring friendship between the Republic of the Philippines and Japan and commemorating the 70th anniversary of the normalization of diplomatic relations between the two countries. Mr. President, I join our colleagues in welcoming Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Japan to the Philippines, Endo Kazuya, to this August chamber as we celebrate the long-standing bilateral relations between our two countries. Welcome to the Philippine Senate, Ambassador. Many times you've hosted me in your house, and now it's our turn to host you in the Senate. So it's an honor. Diplomatic relations between Japan and the Philippines were normalized after the enactment of the San Francisco Peace Treaty and the Reparations Agreement on July 23, 1956. That year, it was declared to be the Japan-Philippines Friendship Year as we commemorate the 70th anniversary of the bilateral relations. between the two nations. And Mr. President, we have an exciting year ahead as we would bear witness to a celebration of how far we have come together working on significant economic, security, people-to-people exchanges, and cultural development. It is also equally inspiring to look back on the vital partnerships we had with Japan, particularly on various big-ticket projects that we now enjoy today. Through our active partnership with the Japan International Cooperation Agency, Japan has been a significant contributor to the strengthening of our national development plans and continues to be an important partner for us till this day. And I remember when I was serving in government as the Secretary of Public Works, every month we would have regular meetings with the Japanese government regarding our projects, and regularly we'd always meet with the JICA. So it was a big part. And I can say from personal experience that the Japanese government has been generously giving their support to our infrastructure programs. And this has been going on for a very long time. And for that, we should all be very thankful for their support to our nation building. Through our partnership with JICA, we will soon enjoy improved public transportation through the Metro Manila Subway and the North-South Commuter Railway and other various infrastructure and development projects all throughout the country. Mr. President, beyond infrastructure and economic development projects, security cooperation has also reached unprecedented milestones for Japan and the Philippines. We became the first country in Asia to sign and ratify a reciprocal access agreement with Japan, which enhanced the efficiency of cooperation between the armed forces of the Philippines and the self-defense forces of Japan. The Philippines has also become the sole partner nation to have received Japan's official security assistance for 3 consecutive years. I would also like to highlight that our ties to Japan have been elevated to a comprehensive strategic partnership, which placed our friendship at a much higher tier than before, allowing us to pursue heightened levels of cooperation and strategic alignment across various sectors. On a different note, the significant uptick of Filipino tourists in Japan, hitting an all-time high of 900,000 visitors in 2025, signifies that our bilateral ties with Japan is also deepened through cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Through our continuous diplomatic relationship with Japan, more Filipinos will get to enjoy Japan at a personal and cultural level, and vice versa. So, Mr. President, as we move towards our 70th year of diplomatic ties with Japan, I am confident that our relationship will further blossom into a holistic and fruitful cooperation for both our countries' development, as manifested by the success of the past 7 decades of our partnership. Again, welcome Ambassador Endo Kazuya to the Senate. Thank you for gracing this chamber with your presence. And of course, I'd like to also thank you on a personal note, Ambassador, for always being so gracious. And on behalf of my family, the whole Senate, we wish you the best always. And you please always remember you have a friend in the Philippines who you can always come back and visit. So thank you very much, Ambassador.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Leader.
President.
Thank you very much, Senator Mark Villar.